Listen, it is a new day, and I don't know if you can tell how my phone is propped up, but there might be something in the way. I don't know. I haven't even edited yet, but we are in Orlando. We are in Orlando, and it is so nice. And I'm the type of person, I chase the light. Okay, the sun follows me and I follow it. And right now the lighting is giving what I needed to give for this video. And I really felt like, okay, Shayla, you could wait to do this video when you get back home. But the energy was so strong, and it's so clear that, like I told you, I don't have time to wait when things happen. Like sometimes it's like, all right, this needs to be said, it needs to be said now. So we're gonna dive into the importance of letting things cook. Let's go. Welcome, beautiful people. Your girl is on vacation. Yes, she is. Listen, okay, we in Orlando, Florida, feeling as sexy, as dewy as we want to feel, okay? It feels nice out here. You know, I love Florida. I love the weather. I love the energy. And it was nice to come out here. Before I dive in, welcome to my beautiful subscribers, my returning and my new. You know I will never call you a follower because you don't need to be Yep, that happened. You don't need to be led, okay? It shouldn't be it shouldn't be that hard. It shouldn't be that hard. But it's okay because we in Florida. And you know, the travel to get here was a hassle. It was a hassle. They changed my flight. I was supposed to touch down at 6 o'clock. I touched down at 10 because they changed the flight because they didn't have a gate for the flight. How you not have a gate for the flight? Where the plane supposed to land at? I don't even understand. I didn't touch it. Then when they changed the flight, they put us on a plane where there was an issue before we even took off. So they had to take us off the plane. Then they changed the gate again. It was, I know I got a ball spot for 3 hours. And then it grew back because she blessed. But y'all, we made it. And I came here to surprise my brother. It was a beautiful experience to see him. You know, that's my baby. But while being here, I also came to this reality that there is something very important about cooking. There is a spiritual connection when you let things cook. And y'all, we got to dive into it. We have to. I transitioned from being a vegan for some years, right? I'm gonna say probably like 3 years. Then I went to being Presbyterian on and off, but then I was like, veganism just works for me. Now, while in Florida, I'm not gonna lie, I saw some fish, I'm not gonna front, and I was like, dang, am I really about this vegan life? But I didn't have any fish. I stuck to my vegan ways. And I thought about, like, when I'm home in New York, it's easy for me to stay focused because I'm home cooking. It's easy for me to go and continuously do what I need to do because I know where to go get the food. I enjoy cooking. There's so many vegan restaurants. It's easy, right? And I looked at that in the spiritual sense where a lot of people don't cook anymore. Everybody Uber Eats, everybody microwaves, everybody is going out to eat. Nobody is staying home and watching the process of cooking. Cooking is so underrated that if you are not a good cook, it says a lot about your life purpose. It says a lot about how you are in your life. It says a lot about how you treat things, people, energy in your life. People don't understand the association between cooking and the world itself. The reason, let me tell you why I like cooking. Because it's Sunday. I'm recording this, it's Sunday. We're going to take it to church. Can I take it to church? I'm going to take it to church. Cooking is so vital because there are so many steps that happen before you even cook that I think a lot of people don't understand. And let's use this in life. When you are cooking, first, if you're like me, I visualize it. Before I even go food shopping or anything, go in my kitchen, I visualize what am I in the mood for. So now I'm getting in tune with myself before I even touch anything outside of me. I'm thinking about what is my taste buds want to taste. So now I got my tongue is salivating. I'm getting excited. My brain and my tongue is connecting. My stomach is growling. I'm on point. So now I'm thinking, okay, I want some chickpea patties, right? So now I visualize the chickpeas. I see how I want to make it. I know what I want to taste, how I want it to taste. Now I go and do some physical stuff. But if you realize, it was a spiritual experience first. I had to incorporate my whole body before I even said I'm going to get the pot, the pan, the chickpeas and everything. And before I go deeper into that, some of y'all are rushing the process of where you need to be in life because you haven't even solidified how you want to feel when you get there. You didn't solidify how you want it to taste, how you want to maneuver, how you want to look, who you want to be. You haven't done the spiritual aspect to manifest the physical outcome that you think you deserve. Some of us, and I've been in it too, where I'm like, well, God or spirit or source, whatever you want to call it, why am I not further? And spirit is like, well, you didn't let it cook yet. You want to get the pots and pans and you want to do all this. You want to get the physical aspect and make that look pretty, but you don't even know what you want it to taste like. You ain't even incorporate your whole essence into the process, and you over here already tapping out saying life ain't giving me what I want. Well, did you sit with life long enough to even have a conversation and see what you want? Y'all not ready. Let me keep going. As I'm thinking about making the patties, right? Before I even get to the chickpea, now I gotta find the right pan. I gotta find the right pan. I gotta get the ingredients together. Can I associate that with life? Some of y'all want a certain life, but y'all using the wrong ingredients. What do I mean by that? Some of y'all want certain outcomes, and the ingredients are not what you need to make what you need to make for yourself. Some of y'all looking at other people's and going in other people's homes, looking in their cabinets, getting their seasonings, saying, well, I want their seasonings, but that's not what you want your food to taste like. So why you in somebody else's cabinets, comparing your seasonings to their seasonings to create something that you want for yourself? When I cook, I don't ask other people, you got the right pan for this and that, you got this seasoning. I look in my cabinet and I say, I'm gonna do the best I can with what I got to get the outcome that I want for me to digest and feed myself with what I am preparing with my own gifted hands. Y'all not ready. Some of us are starving because we haven't sat down long enough to see, what do I want to eat from life? What do I want life to feed me? Some of us are literally walking around depleted, just getting all the processed foods. And what are processed foods when it comes to life? I'm happy you asked. Going on social media, comparing yourself to everybody. I'm talking about eating the crap of life. Always depressed, always heavy, drinking, partying, sleeping with everybody, losing yourself. That is what we call processed food in life. But when you cooking, you have time to read the ingredients. Do I really want this in my food? No. You know why there's such a war on cooking? Because they know that there is a spiritual connection when a woman or a man is in that kitchen and they are 100% tapped on, tuned in to what they are doing at that stove. Guess what? The temperature got to be right. You got to have the right pots and pans. You have to have the right flour at the right consistency. You have to add the right water. You are focused. Some of y'all are not focused enough on what y'all doing that y'all looking outside and you're like, well, the world is passing me by. Well, maybe if you get your ingredients in order, maybe if you measured it out right. See, some of us think we need more than what we really need because we're too afraid to measure. See, when you in a black family don't measure. We just put things together and we hope for the best. And some of us are gifted like that. Some of us had Big Mama's food, and Big Mama ain't never had not one measuring cup. But everybody got diabetes. Can I say it? Everybody got high blood pressure. But if you had a measuring cup, you get what I'm saying? If you had a measuring cup, you would know I only need a cup of water. See, some of y'all say, I need all this money. I need to do all this. I need all this money to live, and I need all this. And spirit is like, if you measured correctly, you would know you don't need that much to do what I need you to do for your life. You don't need an abundance of all of that. You don't need it. You need a tablespoon of this, a teaspoon of that, and all I need you to do is whisk it properly. But some of us are so terrified to sit still. Can I be vulnerable? Let me raise my hand. I'll be the first one. I am terrified to measure things. Why? Let me tell you why. Come here. Because we fear that if we measure, that does what? It takes away time. And guess what? We were taught that time is equal to losing money. Nobody wants to lose money, so nobody wants to take the time. I'd rather measure correctly. before I start to mix things together, before I mix things together, and then I realize, oh Lord, I messed up my measurements. See, some of us are doing that. Some of us are like, I don't want to measure, I'm gonna just put everything together. Then you realize you've been working on the same project for 4 years because you did not take the time to measure correctly, accurately what you needed. Some of us are taking so much time letting things simmer down and cook, and it's like, well, I'm still waiting. Well, if you had measured when you were supposed to measure, if you had taken the proper precautions and asked the right questions, got the ingredients together before you came and started cooking, you would feel better. But I'm not even at my, can I get to the peak of my conversation? Let me get to the peak. One thing about cooking is you can't rush it. One of my favorite things to cook is rice. I used to hate rice because rice, every time I cooked it, I would be so quick. I would take the lid off. I would see if I'm burning it. I didn't know how much oil to add. I didn't know how much water. I would get so frustrated. And then one day, I said, I'm going to conquer this thing. I'm going to make me the best pot of rice I can make. Because I made a decision to move slower. I made a decision to accurately visualize how I want my rice to taste, what I want it to look like, and how long I got to do it. And I measured everything, and I made me the best pot of rice. And guess what I didn't do? I didn't take the lid off. I didn't stir it. I let it cook till it was well done, complete, lacking in nothing. Y'all not ready? Okay. You ready? Some of y'all are still cooking. Some of y'all are so, like, I'm talking about spirit has you in the oven in the back. And some of y'all are so upset that you got to cook for so long that you really think you are wasting your time. You think that your calling is just 10 steps ahead of you. No, it ain't. It don't work that way. Spirit has some of us, because I'm included, Spirit has some of us cooking so much that when that dinger comes off, we get to present ourselves to the world as I am complete, lacking in nothing. Baby girl, baby boy, we are well done. Some of us think that if we sit in the oven and we in the back, somebody gonna miss us. No, I gotta be in the front. I need everybody to look at me cook. You ever cook a turkey? Before I became vegan, I remember they would cook turkeys, and I love to watch I used to love to watch a turkey cook, and you know when you think it's done because that outside layer is crispy and it's golden and it look good. Some of y'all are crispy and golden on the outside, but let somebody stick a fork in you. You got residue coming off the fork, which means that the root of you ain't well done. It ain't well seasoned. It ain't juicy. And some of y'all are terrified that if you let spirit cook you to the point where spirit knows that you're well done, you're going to be missed. Some of y'all are literally half-done chickens walking around. You look so good on the outside. I'm talking about your skin look good, your hair look good, you got some money in your pocket, you outside, your body look good, but deep down inside you are triggered, you have trauma, you battle with depression, you ain't well done. Let spirit cook you. Let spirit cook you. Let spirit get you well done. Stop comparing yourself to everybody. Stop triggering yourself. When I came to Florida, I'm thinking things is going to move a certain way. And Spirit said, wait a second. I'm letting things cook around you. You don't get to tell me when it's well done. See, some of y'all will put something on the stove and you will say, I'm going to tell you when it's well done. And you open up the lid and you check the rice, or you go in the oven, you check your food, and it ain't well done. And that's because the oven has the fire, okay? Your stove has the temperature. All you do is turn it on or off, or you adjust it, and then you got to let it go. Some of us are so afraid of making adjustments. We feel like, nah, I got to control it. Sometimes all you need to do is just adjust and let yourself cook. Sometimes, and what do I mean in that in the spiritual realm? Sometimes you got to pray and then know that your prayer got expedited. Sometimes you got to fast and just know that that fast did what it needed to do. Sometimes you got to release and know that that release was what you needed to do. Sometimes you need to go back and have a conversation. Sometimes you need to go to therapy. Sometimes you just need to adjust your approach. Change the temperature just a little bit, but you don't control the fire, baby. You don't control all of that. Some of us are so handsy with ourselves. We are afraid that well done means burnt. See, spirit ain't gonna burn you to no crisp, baby, when you bless. Let me drink the water, because You can't have fear and faith in the same frequency. You know how you can be able to tell where fear is? Because there's a certain frequency that you have to reach. Some of y'all want that frequency to come to you and it matches you. No, boo-boo, it don't work that way. You have to match it, which means you may have to adjust something in you so that you can get to the thing that's on the frequency you want it to be at. Let spirit cook you, so when you present yourself to the world, you can come out saying, I am complete. Baby is well done, lacking in nothing. Stop being so afraid to be in the back of the oven where everybody can't see you getting cooked. Some of y'all need to take a month off, a week off, 6 months off, and isolate yourself. Some of y'all need to just remove yourself for a day. Let them cook. Get well done. Don't be concerned about, well, I've been cooking for 3 years. Your time ain't spirit's time. Your temperature ain't spirit's temperature. You think, well, all I need is 10 minutes, spirit. That's all I need. Spirit is like, baby, I'm cooking you from the root of the issues that your mama had, your daddy had, your grandmama had, what slavery did, what your uncle did, what happened that you don't even know. I am putting you in the back of the oven because there's things in you that you don't know that I'm cleaning out of you that has nothing to do with you, but your kids gonna thank you for it. You gonna thank me for it. But some of y'all only see the surface. Well, I'm not where I want to be. Who cares? Who you trying to look good for? The people who are watching? I'd rather know that I put something in the oven and I can let it sit for an hour, and when I take it out, it's well done, versus I see something that looks real cute in front of me and I take it out and it look good, and then when I'm ready to eat it, it's leaking in the middle. It's leaking. Let spirit cook you so that you can be well done, lacking in nothing. Today, I want you to go cook you something. And I want you to cook something that's going to take time so you can understand that that is how spirit is treating you, with such time, taking proper measurements for your gift, for your calling, putting a little bit of seasoning of this and a little bit of seasoning of that. And what is this and that? A little bit of pain here, a little bit of joy here, a little bit of trial and tribulation here. Water it down with a little bit of laughter, right? Mix it up with some strength. Oh my goodness. Mix it up with some strength. And I need to say this because some of y'all think that y'all just getting watered down with trials and poured down in with tribulations, and spirit is saying, I am seasoning you with everything. And I just need you to know that I am a master chef. I don't burn nothing. Imagine you go to a restaurant and they got that Michelin star. They never burn nothing. You are the product of a creator who has the top Michelin star. You ain't gonna be burnt, baby. You gonna be just right. I listen, y'all better cash at me. It's Sunday. Let the Lord use you to bless me. Because I cook. I love you. Peace.